News 3 now at 5. Right now, Michigan police are trying to determine why a 15-year-old opened fire at his high school. This was north of Detroit.
3 students were killed in the attack, and at least 8 others were injured, including a teacher. Deputies arrived at Oxford High School in Oakland County around 1 o'clock this afternoon. The sheriff's department says they received over 100 911 calls about the incident. They say the teenager was a sophomore at the high school and acted alone.
You never want to prepare for something like this, but you have to. And the school district's done a wonderful job preparing. All the doors over there are marked at the high school. If you've seen them, deputies responded. They knew where to go. We've had assistance from other police agencies nearby.
Deputies recovered a handgun and say the teen did not resist when deputies took him into custody.
A former Virginia police officer was fired after donating to a defense fund for Kyle Rittenhouse. Well, now he wants that job back. William Kelly was fired for violating policy and using his work email to donate $25 to a defense fund. He says now that Rittenhouse has been acquitted of the murders, he should get his job back. Kelly's lawyer says he didn't violate any policy and his First Amendment rights were violated. Kelly's former police department has not commented on the issue. State Democrats are trying to fix what they call a loophole in Wisconsin gun laws for minors.
Their motivation, the Kenosha judge that dropped an illegal gun possession charge during Kyle Rittenhouse's jury trial. Our Naomi Coles is at the Capitol to explain. Naomi?
A single inch in gun barrel length was what got that charge dropped in the Rittenhouse case, and now lawmakers are calling it a loophole in Wisconsin's current gun laws for minors. Now, currently, under that law, minors are allowed to carry guns if the barrel length is 16 inches or more. The semi-automatic rifle that Rittenhouse carried to the Kenosha protest was 16 inches. The bill introduced by several Democrats would still allow minors to hunt, but would add clarifying language to ensure it only applies when children are actually hunting.
It was, frankly, an oversight, something that folks didn't realize would or could happen. So I see this more as a technical fix. And frankly, much of the work that we do in the Capitol building is updating and bringing our statutes in line with the realities that we are experiencing with it.
Senator Melissa Agard says she and other bill sponsors believe the judge set a dangerous precedent in his ruling to drop the charge, and this bill is designed so that can't happen again. Now, I did reach out over email to Republican leaders in the Senate and the Assembly. Neither one of them got back to me. The bill is currently circulating right now in the legislature, and bill authors hope it's going to pick up some Republican co-sponsors to make it a bipartisan bill.
Naomi Coles, live at the Capitol. Naomi, thank you.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti out on the weather patty. A little warm today out there, almost 50, right, Gary?
Yeah, temperatures climbed into the upper 40s, but it's starting to cool down now. Let's start out by taking a look at visible cloud track. We had sunshine for pretty much the entire day today, but notice in the upper left corner of your screen some flurries moving into northwestern Minnesota. That's a weather system that'll zip through late tonight and could bring us a very light mix of precipitation, some light snow, sleet, freezing rain, or rain, depending on what the temperatures turn out to be, but it'll be followed by milder weather after that. Nothing imminent for now. Temperatures are starting to fall off. We saw low temperatures this morning in the mid to upper 20s. Here in Madison, we dropped to 29, but high temperatures were in the upper 40s to the lower 50s. Now you can see how temperatures have dropped back into the upper 30s already in Madison, and by tomorrow morning, we'll probably be in the mid 30s. We'll see temperatures fall to around 28 around midnight, then start rising again toward tomorrow morning. That's why temperatures will be very critical for the precipitation type early tomorrow morning, if it even occurs, and then look for a high of 50 by later tomorrow afternoon, so December gets off to a mild start. I'll have more in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. Few days go by without someone from Parker Cruz's family searching for him along the Wisconsin River. Today was one of those days, but for good reason.
More than 100 people filled a small church to celebrate Parker's life and to let us know they are not giving up on the future. Our Anna Hansen reports from Black Earth.
Parker Cruz's family and friends can speak about him with pride in the past tense.
He was something else.
They've been doing that for months now, but today felt a little different.
Some say you don't know what you've got until it's gone. The truth is I knew what I had. I just never thought I'd lose it.
At a church in Black Earth,
they say there's always been a million, but Parker, you truly were one in one.
the Cruz family held a memorial for 22-year-old Parker, lost while trying to help another boater on the Wisconsin River this summer. But his body never recovered.
Definite prankster, funny guy. Always doing anything to make it laugh.
Cruz's godmother says the family simply won't give up on finding the boy she described as a silly kid with chubby cheeks and wild hair. But once they do find him, Parker's story won't end. If anything, it's just beginning.
I know Parker's not going to be the last one to fall in the river.
Cruz's family intends to start a water rescue team, hoping to help other families avoid the pain and unknown they're experiencing now. It's because of an effort that's connected Cruz's family over the past 5 months.
We've been in contact with so many people that we never would have been otherwise.
Something else they'll be able to talk proudly about in the future, too. In Black Earth, Anna Hansen, News 3 Now.
Parker's family is hoping to hold a celebration of life next year as well for him and his cousin Cody, who passed away last December. The Plover community gathered today to honor a state trooper who died from COVID complications. 42-year-old Master Trooper Daniel Stainbrook passed away earlier this month. Family, friends, and colleagues said their final goodbyes during a visitation and funeral today. Governor Evers ordered flags to fly at half-staff in honor of Stainbrook. A GoFundMe page has been set up for his wife and 2 daughters. So far, over $31,000 has been raised.
The Ways and Means Committee gathered today to discuss a new bill that would create a tax exemption for restaurants. That measure would allow restaurants to claim exemptions and not pay federal income taxes on money they receive from the ARPA Restaurant Revitalization Fund during the pandemic. Lawmakers partnered with the Wisconsin Restaurant Association to create the bill in hopes of helping businesses that are still suffering from the pandemic.
I think what we're seeing more is people just closing their doors and walking away. And so you're seeing in a lot of your community a lot of empty restaurants that there's nothing in there. And so that's not feeding families, that's not supporting the community, and there isn't a community that is strong without restaurants as a piece of it.
And the bill is seeing bipartisan support. Lawmakers hope to pass the measure by December 8th in order to clear tax rules in time for tax season in January.
Portillo's opened a new location on the west side of Madison today. The popular Chicago-style restaurant celebrated its opening day with a ribbon-cutting ceremony this morning. The 7,800-square-foot building is located at Westtown Mall and can seat over 180 people. The restaurant also features an outdoor patio and a 50s and 60s inspired theme. Look who's first in line. Guests who attended the opening received a limited edition t-shirt. Portillo's also presented nearly $19,000 to its local charity partner, the Society of St. Vincent de Paul in Madison. Gary has been waiting for that hot dog for a long time.
He was at the soft opening, too. God loves
Lucky
that
duck.
place. There he is. All right, we're taking a closer look at Wisconsin's 9-day gun deer hunt. DNR says about 8% fewer deer were harvested this year. It's about 15,000 deer. Bucks were down about 1.3%. Antlerless deer take, that was down about 13%. The DNR also says as of Sunday night, only a little over 808,000 licenses were sold. That's about a 1.5% decline from last year. Officials say the general theme of this year's hunt was quiet.
Harvest numbers in most cases didn't match up to last year. So quiet in terms of the number of shots, heard in some regions. But it was nice to see the uptick in the buck harvest in the northern forest.
DNR also says more hunters may have opted for bow hunting. That started in September. It'll run through the end of January, but the gun deer hunt remains the most popular.
The CDC is now recommending that all adults in the U.S. get a COVID vaccine or a booster as concern over the Omicron variant grows. Naomi Ruckham has the details.
As concern grows over the new Omicron variant of the coronavirus, the CDC issued new guidance saying everyone ages 18 and older should get a booster 6 months after their initial Pfizer or Moderna series or 2 months after J&J.
We fully anticipate this protection, at least in part, will be beneficial against Omicron.
Federal health officials say there is no evidence of the new strain in the U.S. yet. It has been confirmed in 20 countries since it was first reported in South Africa last week.
These mutations have been associated with increased transmissibility and immune evasion.
The CEO of vaccine maker Moderna reportedly said the existing vaccines will be much less effective against Omicron, telling the Financial Times, quote, All the scientists I've talked to are like, this is not going to be good. On CBS Mornings, NIH Director Dr. Francis Collins urged patience while we wait for answers.
The big question for most of us is, do the vaccines that have been put into a lot of people's arms, including mine, do they provide protection against this variant the way they have with Alpha and Beta and Gamma and Delta? And we won't know that for another couple of weeks.
State and local officials aren't taking any chances. Here in New York City, the mayor is advising everyone return to wearing a mask indoors.
We're telling you, get those masks back on now.
Tuesday, an FDA panel voted to recommend emergency use authorization for Merck's antiviral pill. The company said it believes the drug will have similar effects against any coronavirus variant. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News, New York.
Studies have shown the Merck drug lowers the risk of hospitalizations and death in high-risk COVID patients.
The jury has been selected in the trial of a former reality TV personality in Arkansas, Josh Duggar, facing charges of receipt and possession of child pornography. He's the oldest of Michelle and Jimbo Duggar's 19 children. Conservative Christian family was the focus of the TLC series 19 Kids and Counting. The show and its spin-offs were canceled after it was revealed Duggar allegedly molested young girls, including some of his sisters. The trial of a former Minnesota police chief who shot and killed an unarmed black man also started today. Kimberly Potter shot 20-year-old Dante Wright during a traffic stop back in April. She was an officer there. Potter claims it was an accident, saying she thought she was holding her taser when she pulled the trigger instead of her gun. She resigned after the incident, which was recorded on a police body cam. Potter facing first and second-degree manslaughter charges. Opening statements for the trial will start next week.
A former Trump White House official is now cooperating with the investigation into the U.S. Capitol riots. Ex-Chief of Staff Mark Meadows has agreed to appear for an initial interview before the House Select Committee. His lawyer says he is also providing records to the lawmakers. Meadows was found in contempt of Congress for initially refusing to cooperate.
A work of art with a powerful message.
When we come back at 5, we'll take a closer look at a new mural designed by some local teens. And then later at 6, a local group is giving back on this Giving Tuesday. We'll share their story and how you can help coming up at 6.
And a major jolt to the markets in Tuesday trading as the Dow plummets more than 652 points. The NASDAQ loses 245. S&P down 88. And we'll be right back.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
Consumer Cellular has the best customer service.
They care about the customer.
The best price with the best quality.
The prices, the coverage.
The coverage is great.
It was the same, if not better.
Consumer Cellular provides the exact same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get talk, text, and data starting at just $20 a month.
It's like 4 scoops of ice cream for the price of 1.
Switch today and get $100 on every new line. Call or go online.
Here at TSR, we transform outdated or damaged basement floors into beautiful, functional, tough floors in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we don't just simply coat over your old floor. We repair all the cracks, apply the base coat and chip, and then seal it with our own proprietary sealant that will never chip or peel. Our coatings are ridiculously easy to clean and will not be damaged by spills or standing water. All of our coatings are covered by our exclusive lifetime warranty, so you can rest assured that your beautiful new basement floor coating will last. And from now until March 15th, we're offering 15% off your basement floor coating. This promotion also applies to any interior commercial coating project. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today. TSR, one day floor.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
An income and franchise tax exemption for restaurants. Tonight at 6, we'll tell you what's being proposed and the reason behind it.
And a popular restaurant chain opens its doors on Madison's West Side. How they blessed a local nonprofit on National Giving Day.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes, but we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Today, the chairman of the Federal Reserve told Congress that inflation will likely continue to rise. Skylar Henry has the latest from Capitol Hill.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell and Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned a Senate panel that uncertainty over the supply chain and the Omicron COVID-19 variant may cause inflation to rise into the new year.
Greater concerns about the virus could reduce people's willingness to work in person, which would slow progress in the labor market and intensify supply chain disruptions.
The progress of our economy, of our economic recovery, can't be separated from our progress against the pandemic.
Mr. Powell added that inflation concerns could prompt the Fed to taper stimulating the economy through bond purchases over the next few months.
Now the economy is strong, and it's strong, and inflationary pressures are high, so we're looking at going to discuss the possibility of a faster conclusion.
During the hearing, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen urged Congress to raise the debt limit by December 15th and defended the president's massive social spending bill.
You're going to add trillions more through the Build Back Better.
Build Back Better is fully paid for and will not add to the debt or to deficits.
Tuesday, President Biden traveled to Minnesota to sell the Build Back Better Act and the bipartisan infrastructure law. Meanwhile, the Federal Trade Commission has asked several major retailers and grocers to submit documents as part of its probe into supply chain disruptions and rising prices. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Senate Democratic leaders are pushing to pass the Build Back Better bill without Republican support, and they want to do it before Christmas.
It is a mural with a powerful message. Some local teens have created a new work of art at Elver Park. The piece is an original design created by the group, and they decided on a Black Lives Matter theme, which they say best represents the Elver Park neighborhood center and the community there.
A lot of our youth and their friends like to hang out here, and we would love for them just to see this every single day they come down here, knowing this is the community they love and want to give back to.
And they also wanted to pay homage to the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., adding one of his famous quotes, "The time is always right to do what is right." Well, let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather now. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joining us. Gary?
Well, we started out, or we're finishing up November on a mild note. We're going to start out December pretty much as the same story. But in between, we have the possibility for some flurries, some very light sleet, light freezing rain, or light rain, depending on temperatures, late tonight into early tomorrow morning. And that's not even a for sure thing. Some areas may stay dry altogether. But after that happens, look for high temperatures around 50 for tomorrow and in the lower 50s on Thursday before temperatures drop back to around normal by the weekend. And we could see some light snow flurries or even a little mix of snow and rain on Sunday afternoon toward the end of the weekend. Doppler track right now quiet across southern Wisconsin, but to our north and west, you can see the weather system that'll be coming in for tonight. And you can see some rain, some snow, maybe a little mixed precipitation in there as well. But for the most part, this is light. The more concentrated areas of precipitation will stay to the north. So we're just going to be on the southern edge of the situation. And it's actually milder air that's heading in our direction. We've got a weak cold front that's come through, and we will start warming up again later on tonight. The Climate Prediction Center monthly temperature and precipitation outlooks for December have been updated, calling for above normal temperatures for December from Madison southward. Much of the southern 3/4 of the country expected to see above normal temperatures, and below normal precipitation down across the southern part of the United States. Still a signal that there might be at least chances for above normal precipitation over areas of the northern Midwest Midwest, and then especially in the Pacific Northwest. Temperatures right now are cooling off. We've had a weak cold front come through, like I say, but that front becomes a warm front out to the west. On the other side of the front, temperatures are in the 50s, and that's kind of what we'll be looking at for the next couple of days. Upper level winds right now are from the northwest, so that's bringing the system through, and it will move pretty quickly, so it's not going to have a chance to pick up a lot of moisture. That's why I'm not really concerned. If there are slippery road conditions, it'll be for just a couple of hours early tomorrow morning, and then temperatures will get above freezing, and that'll be the end of it. Here's the cold front that's come through. Temperatures were in the upper 40s today. They've already dropped into the upper 30s, but the front becomes stationary and then turns into a warm front, and that's where the precipitation is developing out to our north and west. A little bubble of high pressure in between. Temperatures now in the 30s across much of Wisconsin, but farther out to the west, you get back into the 40s and eventually the 50s by the time you get into Nebraska and South Dakota. On future track, you can see this weather system coming through, and notice how it's weakening as it pushes through early tomorrow morning. So as that moves off to the east, we'll probably see a little clearing in the afternoon, and that will allow temperatures to get back to around the 50-degree mark. So tomorrow, maybe a little bit of light mixed precipitation early, then turning partly sunny late in the afternoon. It'll be breezy and mild, high temperature at 50 degrees. Again, on future track, beginning at midnight, you can see by 4 a.m., that mix of precipitation, temperature is going to be very critical for any slippery roads, but by 8 a.m. we're pretty much above freezing, and that will take care of any slippery roads, and then temperatures upper 40s to around 50 by late in the afternoon. 52 on Thursday, but we drop back to 42 on Friday. Saturday will be seasonably cold, then that light snow chance on Sunday, maybe mixed a little rain in the afternoon. Same thing for Tuesday, highs those days in the middle 30s, and then temperatures warm up again toward the end of next week. As we check out first warn traffic, on the Beltline tonight, we've noticed some slowdowns. In the eastbound direction, looks like there's one around, let's say, Southtown Drive, and then westbound, we're seeing some delays between Fish Hatchery Road and Park Street. Travel time's a little elevated on the Beltline, 18 minutes on the eastbound Beltline, or 20 minutes on the eastbound Beltline, 18 minutes on the westbound Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, no problems on I-3990 from the Beltline southward to Janesville. Middleton to Sauk City on US 12 is a quick 16-minute commute, and downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue, US 151 will take you 19 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Coming up next at 5, we'll share how people across the nation are giving back to their communities.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes to an hour. I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Power Swabs. When I met Dr. Ginniker and he introduced me to Power Swabs and I saw how effective they were and how easy they were to use, I knew we had to share it with the world. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth as well as stain caps, crowns, and veneers. It's so effective, it works on stains caused by coffee, tea, red wine, and even smoking. For those of you who have that one stained tooth that's darker than the rest, Power Swabs can target that area using swab precision.
I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
So this holiday season, if you have yellowing between your teeth or coffee stains near your gum line, just snap, swab, and smile. And each 5-minute application, you'll see whiter teeth. So stop whitening your smile the old-fashioned way with strips and trays that can take 30 minutes or an hour, and start using the Power Swabs 5-minute solution. Just snap, swab, and smile.
After just 7 days, the results were awesome. Power Swabs was easy to use every day, and each day I could see it better and better, and from beginning to end, it's definitely whiter. They look clean, they feel clean. And people have made comments about it, which is nice.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. This holiday season, order Power Swabs and receive up to 40% off the retail price. Get a free Power Swabs Quick Stick pen with your order. The Quick Stick pen is your on-the-go solution to help prevent stains from adhering to your teeth after drinking coffee, tea, or even after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 40% on your purchase and your free Quick Stick pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com today.
I was a Navy submariner for over 20 years. I spent a large portion of my life underwater. Service is about putting your country before yourself. But Senator Ron Johnson uses his office to serve himself. Ron Johnson passed a special tax break that benefited his family's business, then cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since he's been elected. That's not what service is about. Tell Ron Johnson to stop voting for tax laws that benefit himself.
You still have time to choose a 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plan from Quartz, starting at $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Plus, the new Quartz Cash Card, up to $460 annually for health-related products and services, and access to an all-star team of high-quality providers, featuring UW Health. At Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Call Quartz today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
With Black Friday and Cyber Monday now in the rearview mirror, many Americans are shifting their focus to charities and causes they care about.
Michael George explains why this Giving Tuesday is needed now more than ever.
Rob Hill wants his 3-year-old son to have every opportunity to give and understand why it's so important.
Because there's a lot more people that are worse off than what we are, and, you know, this time of year you don't want people going without and out on the streets.
They dropped their donation into a Salvation Army red kettle in New York's Times Square in the shadow of the world's largest red kettle. The Salvation Army hopes donations will be just as large this giving season. During the pandemic, they've doubled the number of meals served to people in need.
The need is still there because people are recovering from the pandemic. So we are here for them and we're trying to help them out.
Experts are concerned this year might be more challenging for nonprofits. Supply chain problems and rising inflation have led to higher prices for basic necessities, making charitable giving difficult for some.
Giving is a complex decision. Certainly economic factors matter, but also the needs and the opportunities to give.
But Indiana University philanthropy professor Una Osili says not everyone is hurting.
It's been an uneven economic crisis with some households being disproportionately impacted. So certainly there are a great number of Americans who are still in a position to give.
Despite last year's economic slowdown, Americans donated a record $470 billion in 2020. In large part, people opened their wallets for nonprofits that helped with pandemic relief and social justice. What is it that keeps you donating?
Well, I feel at times that people do need it more than I do.
And if you're wondering where to start, experts recommend a nonprofit that benefits your local community. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
And stay with us for a final check of your First Warn forecast.
This Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. America's best-selling trucks are here and capable SUVs are rolling out. Get great offers on the Ford that's right for you, like Ford Explorer, America's all-time best-selling SUV, and Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 44 years straight. So this Black Friday, get holiday ready with Ford. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on Ford F-150. See your local Ford dealer today.
Guys, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, Peak Performance for Men has a natural solution that can help you today. That's right. Stop wasting money on pills and inferior technology that hurts and just masks your ED. Fix it for good. The best part, our ED treatment is non-invasive, painless, and you can get back to your natural functionability after just a few short in-office sessions. Call us today and mention this ad and your initial consultation is free. We are Madison's trusted specialist and only national erectile dysfunction provider. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
It's here, the Menards Black Friday sale. Hurry in for best selection. Price is good through December 5th. Protect guns, ammo, and other valuable items in this secure 30-gun fire safe. Get it for $499 after rebate. This large 12-quart air fryer has 7 cooking options. The perfect gift for your favorite foodie, just $79.99. Check out these and more amazing Black Friday deals at Menards. Available in-store only while supplies last.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a fact. 2 out of 3 Americans who qualify for Medicare do not receive all the benefits they deserve. You could be missing out. Now, Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield introduces a free Medicare plan checkup to make sure you receive all the benefits you qualify for in 2022. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs.
And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free exercise classes. You can even receive money towards over-the-counter health items. Call 1-855-597-0884 today and feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2022. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Call 1-855-597-0884 and make sure you're not missing out.
$5 for the best kind of wings, paired with the best kind of celery sticks. Crinkle fries. Arby's, we have the meat.
Where have all the truck drivers gone?
There's not a trucking company doesn't have a sign out, help wanted.
Mark Kane takes you inside a local diesel driving school to find out what's causing the driver shortage and what's being done to get them back on the road. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
We've got a packed broadcast for you tonight. Breaking news. 3 students shot and killed tonight after a gunman opens fire at a Michigan high school. What we're learning about the 15-year-old suspect and the semi-automatic handgun he used. Plus, our CBS News investigation. Just how easily can your kids access deadly drugs on social media? It's an important story for parents tonight. And after an incredible journey to the summit, what one 7-year-old wants us to know about never giving up. The CBS Evening News is just minutes away.
Well, let's go back to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti. Final check of the forecast.
Temperatures are cooling off a little bit right now. Skies have cleared out. There's a live view from the Edgewater Skycam in Madison. As far as Doppler tracks concerned, nothing here, but notice to our north and west up in western Minnesota and eastern North Dakota. Some light mixed precipitation there. That'll be here late tonight into early tomorrow morning before temperatures turn mild again. We've cooled off into the 30s for much of southern Wisconsin. Still some 40s hanging on closer toward the Illinois state line. Look for a low temperature of about 28 around midnight, and temperatures rising into the middle 30s as that mixed precipitation comes through early tomorrow morning. Then some clearing late in the day with a high temperature of 50. We'll be at 52 on Thursday, but drop back to 42 on Friday. Some light snow chances Sunday and Tuesday of next week.
We're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. The CBS Evening News is next.